Cat just walked in as soon as I hit the record button, which was weird because my door's shut. So I'm not sure how she did that. Oh, no, there she is. Okay, she's gone. Okay, well, that's a way to start a video. Anyway, this is my overview of Andi Mack Season 2. So there is a lot to talk about because, one, I asked people to tell me stuff they want to talk about or questions or whatever. So I'll do those at the end. And also, this season was way longer than the first season because it was like over doubled. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot to cover. I'm trying to think like what did I talk about in the last one? I cannot remember. I'm very bad. I always say that I should always plan this out and like make notes of what I'm gonna talk about. I never do it. I never do it. And I still didn't do it. So we did meet some new characters. TJ and Walker. Miranda and Morgan. Those are the only ones I can think of that are new. There might be some other ones, but I cannot remember them. So Miranda and Morgan, will start off with them just to get them out of the way. Miranda and Morgan. Miranda, I liked her at the beginning. I did. I said it. She was nice at the beginning. First episode we met her. Question: a lot of people hated her. I get why now. But when we first met her, that one episode she was in, did people like her? Like, were you like me where she seems nice, I like her, or did you just hate her off the bat and like you knew something bad was gonna happen? Because I'm curious to know if people liked her right off the bat, because I did, and Bex even said she did too. So, are we just very oblivious, or were the people like also like her at the beginning, and then when she did the thing she did, you were like, nah, we're done? Because that's what I did. Yeah, so Miranda, Bowie dumped her, thank God. Hopefully we'll never see her again. Morgan, same thing. She's a little thief. She's gonna end up robbing banks when she grows up. Then we have Walker, who is a artist and did have a thing for Andi. However, Andi chose Jonah over him. So, however, Buffy, I think, likes him. We think. I don't know, because she never confirmed, but she was giving hints that she likes Walker. So maybe someone will happen between those two. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'd feel about it either, because I still kind of ship Marty and Buffy together, but we haven't seen Marty since episode 8 or something in this season. So it's been a while. I'm not sure if we'll ever see him again. Probably not. If I had to guess, probably not. Then we have TJ, who there was a lot with him. He started off very unlikable to me. Very annoying, very douchey, very just all around mean. However, I will admit, by the end I did grow to like him. I actually really do like him now. He had a very good character development from being shit to Buffy to rapping an apology out of nowhere to her. So yeah, I will say I do like TJ. I also want to talk about Bex and Bowie. They had a lot with them. And it actually kind of went full circle this season, I think, because at the beginning it was Bowie proposing to Bex and she saying and now by the end, Bex proposed to Bowie and he said Well, actually they said then he said He didn't answer with They actually didn't ask. Now that I think about it, but I mean, if you find a ring in a cake, I'm pretty sure someone will have a good idea what that means. So. I don't know if he answered with but he said and that's when the season ended, so. Then Andi and Jonah, they officially got together by the end. They had their ups and downs this season, but they did get together in the end. However, Jonah did end up leaving at the very end. So, yeah, I'm assuming they'll probably pick up where they left off in season 3. Or maybe not pick up where they left off and might break up. Because it's been 2 months, and they just started their relationship. So I can see that going either way. Then we have Cyrus and his storyline where we have to wait. Oh, we found out he was gay this season. I thought it was the end of last season. It's been so long. Yeah, we found out he was gay and he liked Jonah. He doesn't anymore though. He said he doesn't. His crush went away. And he told Buffy and Andi. think that's it, right? Only those two, I'm pretty sure. He also had some plot with Amber and TJ, where he pretty much made both of them apologize and be friends with Buffy. And it seemed to work in the end, so yeah. I mean, then again, he was being raised by a four therapist, so odds are he knows what he's doing. Also, another thing I want to talk about real quick is Cece and Bex, their relationship, because they both have grown so much this season, and their relationship just in general has evolved from literally them nonstop arguing to now running a business together and having Cece kind of believe Bex would like, I don't want to say deadbeat, but like, not getting her life together, to having Cece believe in her so much to the point where she actually bought a store for Bex to run her business is just incredible. That relationship is like one of my favorites. I just love their relationship. It's great. Now I'm going to go in my top 10 favorite characters. Oh my god, shit. I forgot to write a list. Damn it. I always forget to write a list. I wanted to write a list of my top 10 favorite characters. I never remember. So I wrote down my top 10 on my phone, and yeah, you can't see that, but I'm going to tell you it anyway. Because otherwise, if I did it all in my head, I'd forget and misplace people. But yeah, so these are my top 10. I like them all, really. I don't have any problems with any of them. But yeah, so. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, apparently my list just got deleted. I don't know why I didn't do anything, and now my list is gone. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, I'm back again. Okay, so number 10 is Walker. Now, I feel like Walker didn't have much of a storyline this season. I feel like he was mainly just there to kind of be like drama for Andi and Jonah. But I liked him. He was very artistic, very spontaneous a lot with taking Andi to the mural place and having her paint the stuff with him. And yeah, I liked him. And honestly, if I'm being honest here. I may have shipped Walker and Andi more than Andi and Jonah. But I'm almost positive that Andi and Jonah are going to end up together in the end. So, yeah. Which is fine. I don't mind Andi and Jonah, but I don't like them as much as I would Walker and Andi. That's just me. But yeah, so I hope we see more of not Andi. Hope we see more of Walker in season 3 and kind of see what happens. Number 9 is Marty from the party. Apparently he's at a party somewhere because we haven't seen him in like the whole second half of season 2. We haven't seen him. So I don't know where he is. I hope he comes back. I would like to see him again. I hope him and Buffy start something again. I would like that. But yeah, we haven't seen him. We've heard of him. Like, we know he had a girlfriend apparently, according to Andi, and that he put stuff in Buffy's time capsule. So we know he's still there. He's still in the school. He didn't move away. He's there. We just haven't seen him. Number not 8. No, not 8. No. Yes, 8, not 9. Okay, my words are math is not my thing. Number 8 is Andi. I do like Andi. I did feel like there were some points where she was acting a bit selfish this season, but like I said in my reaction, it's understandable. She is a 13, 14-ish young teenage girl. It happens. Like, we were all selfish when we were that age. But yeah, I mean, I don't blame Andi because she is they are all the kids. There are children. They are growing up. They're all young teenagers growing up in the world. They're gonna make mistakes. They're gonna do stuff that we might not like or understand. But I mean, I'm 20 and I still make mistakes. So it's just part of life. You see them grow up. They might not be perfect. They're not perfect. No one's perfect, but they are learning their way. So certain things that I might not like, but I can easily push aside because you can't learn from your mistakes if you don't make mistakes in the first place. So yeah. Number 7 is Bowie. Bowie, he's great. I love Bowie. He's great. He's just so chill all the time, and he's like just really cool. And also, you also seeing him serious when he like dumped Miranda, like that was great. Because that was the first time we see him like actually like kind of mad and like serious. And it was just great. Like he went off on her and I loved it. Yeah, I love Bowie. Also, just to seeing the way he handled Jonah's panic attacks and like helped him learn guitar to calm down from it, he's very caring, and I just love seeing how like he cares for Bex and Andy and Jonah and even Cece. Like his relationship with Cece, Cece loves him, and we all know Cece. She's very strict and very has a her way or the highway type attitude. So the fact that Bowie got her to like him, like is great. But we can get anyone to like him. I'm telling you. Number 6, we have Jonah. I've noticed that Jonah and Bowie are kind of a lot alike in a couple ways. Mainly, like I said before, with Bowie, where he can get anyone to like him. Jonah's very much the same way, where he's very nice and very likable and very chill, and like people just naturally like him. And I definitely love the whole panic attack storyline and just learning all about that and seeing him go through that. Well, I don't like seeing him go through it, obviously, but I like that they're showing it on like Disney Channel and like kind of teaching like children or a 20-year-old like about it and how to handle it and what to do in that situations. So I definitely like that whole storyline that they're going with, and I hope we see more of that. Number 5 is Buffy. Buffy is great. I was genuinely sad when I thought she was gonna leave because I love Buffy. She's also very badass too, because like when she sets her mind to something, like she gets it done, and she has in the past, as we've seen. She wanted to play basketball, so she got on the boys' team. She apparently created her own girls' basketball team for the school, which I hope we see more of in season 3, because that would be great. Also, now learning that she has a crush, potentially on Walker, I'm excited to see where that goes. Now, number 4 is Cece. Yeah, Cece got a bit bumped down. I still love her, don't get me wrong, but she got bumped down a bit. I will say I do love Cece. Like I said, I loved how her relationship with Bex grew so much this season. And just having Cece believe in Bex and buying her the store and investing in Bex just shows how much she believes in her daughter. And we haven't really seen that, especially in season 1 and early season 2. We haven't seen that. So now finally getting to see it, and I hope we see so much more of it in season 3, because it's just great. Number 3 is Cyrus. He's another one whose storyline I'm really enjoying for a couple reasons. There are 2 in particular. One is being gay and coming out to Buffy and Andy, and just seeing that, like I said, on Disney Channel, and just seeing it and teaching kids and showing them about it, I think is great. So that's one. Another thing I love seeing from Cyrus is that he is kind of like a therapist. He pretty much sat Buffy and Amber down and pretty much had them work out the differences, and did the same thing with Buffy and TJ too. He got them to play basketball and get over the differences. So I'm sure if there's any more conflict in season 3, odds are Cyrus is going to be there. He's going to swoop in and he's going to like sort that out real quick. So I'm hoping we see more of that. Now, number 2. Now, don't ask me how this happened, because I couldn't tell you. But my second favorite character is TJ. I don't know how this happened. I honestly don't. I literally hated him when we first met him. You saw, you know. And then somehow he became my second favorite character, and my favorite male character in general. Like, how did that happen? I mean, he definitely did have a great, like, redemption story arc where we saw he wasn't all bad. He definitely wanted to make things right with Buffy, especially in the season finale where he played basketball with Buffy, he lost, and he pretty much said, I want you on the team because you're good. And we haven't heard him tell that to her, like, ever. And seeing him, like, accept and, like, acknowledge that she's a good player and that he wants her on the team definitely shows how much he's grown from when we first met him to now. Also, just his relationship in Cyrus in general, like, he completely did a 180 from talking to Buffy and talking to Cyrus. Like, he just completely flipped. But when we saw him at the swing with Cyrus, we definitely saw that he's not a all bad person. He is nice, and he can be nice. And now, hopefully, we see more of him being nice in season 3. And yeah, I hope we see more of that. And number one, I'm sure it's no surprise by now. You already know who it is. It's Bex. Like, let's face it, Bex hasn't moved her spot since the first episode. She's been top, and she's been staying top every episode moving onward. So yeah. Obviously, I love Bex. I'm sure you know why. Like, she will literally have certain lines that may have no point for the future story, and just will just say, and it's hilarious. And I feel like we definitely saw Bex grow a lot this season with changing her mind about Bowie and proposing to him. That's a big step she took because she even said about I forgot his name, Pop Tart guy, the picture she ripped up and put together. She even said about him that he's the reason she might never want to get married or might never get married again. So seeing her get over that and move forward and actually propose, or I'm not sure if she has to propose about it yet. We don't know, but hopefully she does, and hopefully they get married because I'd like to see that. So that's all I really had to say and talk about for the overview. However, I did ask in my finale of season 2 reaction to ask me questions or just topics you want me to talk about because I wouldn't really think of any. So I'm gonna go to that video and I'm gonna read what people want me to talk about and answer questions they ask. And holy shit, that had 1.5k views. Shit. Oh shit, there are like 50 comments. Damn. Normally there's like 10 or something. So okay. Hopefully they're not all questions, otherwise we will be here for a while. So Danny with an I and one N, and an A and a D in reverse order. But yeah. Who do you think TJ looked back at? Now, just scrolling through the comments real quick, apparently a lot of people asked me that. I didn't realize that was a thing. I thought it was blatantly obvious. Apparently, it's not. Because so many people are like, oh, who do you think TJ looked back at? Who do you think? I'm like, I don't, like, come on now. I think we all know. But clearly, some people didn't think it was obvious. And yeah, there might have been some questions about it. But I know who it is. I just realized I didn't say who it was. It's Cyrus. He looked back at Cyrus. Come on now. I mean, I guess the whole if TJ and Buffy were a thing, which they're not going to be. Let's call a spade here. They're not going to be. Also, I feel like it would be so overplayed. The whole like, oh, like a boy's mean to a girl because like he likes her and stuff, and it's like, come on now, like that's way too overplayed. We've seen that movie, we've read that book, we've heard it all before. Like we need something new. And I definitely feel like the him and Cyrus relationship is something new, and I definitely feel like something like that will come to happen, and I hope it does. Who are your favorite characters till now? I already answered that. And what are the favorite ships till now? Ooh, shit, I forgot to talk about ships. I talked a little bit, but not really. Okay. I did say how I like Walker and Andy. Joan and Andy, I'm very neutral with Joan and Andy. I feel like because I feel like that's a very obvious ship, and I feel like it's definitely going to be endgame no matter what happens. But yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm not against it, but I'm not like super for it. I'm kind of like neutral about it. Like it doesn't bother me. Another one is Bexy. Obviously, I know I've talked about that. I love Bex and Bowie. They're great. Muffy is another one. Marty and Buffy, they're great. I said I shipped them, and I said I shipped both of them, and then bad stuff happened. So maybe I should just not say I shipped stuff. Another one I ship is Tyrus. I was just talking about that. TJ and Cyrus. Yeah, it should happen. Hopefully it does. I'm not sure if it will, because I keep thinking like, okay, this is Disney Channel. How far is Disney Channel going to let this go? Because I don't know. But I do hope it happens. I'm sure something will happen. I'm not sure how much we're going to get. But I hope we'll get a little something. Just throw them in there. So I guess those are all for now. I don't know. Mzedes B. Do you think Tyrus is gay? Okay. I don't know what that means. Because Tyrus, I know, is a ship name for TJ and Cyrus. And so I'm not sure if you meant do you think Cyrus is gay? Because if that's the question, then yes. But I'm not sure how. Like, I mean, I guess yeah. Because I guess two guys being in a relationship would be gay. So yeah, I'm gonna say yes. I'm not sure what you meant by that, but yeah. Jen, where do you see the plot lines going? There are a couple questions here. So where do I see the plot lines going? I don't know. Hopefully with Bex and Bowen getting married. Hopefully, with some stuff going on between TJ and Cyrus. Hopefully, more of the great CCM Bex relationship. That's all I got. Favorite and least favorite moment this season. Least favorite moment was the whole crime scene Andy shack with Miranda being a bitch and telling Andy to force apologize to Morgan. That whole scene just pissed me off. That what made me hate Miranda, and I'm not gonna get into it. I'll rage again. And favorite moment, this is a weird moment. I'm not sure if people acknowledge it or not, or gonna remember it. But it's the bar mitzvah scene where Bex and Cece are just talking while playing Dance Dance Revolution. I was laughing throughout the whole scene, and I don't think it had anything to do with the actual story, but I just loved that scene. That's my favorite moment. Any impactful scenes? There's a couple actually. One is the Cyrus coming out scene to both Buffy and Andy. That was pretty impactful. Um, Another one is Jonah's panic attack scenes. Another impactful scene, I feel like it's a small moment, but I loved it, was when Cece said that she's proud of Beck and believed in her and stuff when she graduated from cosmetology school. That hit me in the feels that right there. I guess if we're going impactful scene, I think the swing scene with TJ and Cyrus, that was pretty impactful. Because that was the start of me questioning everything with TJ. So that was pretty impactful too. And then Jen Wen also asked, "Do I have a rating out of 10 for this season?" I didn't think of one, but um, I guess I'll go 8.7 out of 10. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, I really did enjoy this season, and I don't know why I said 8.7 of all numbers, but yeah, it's pretty high up there. And finally, are you ready for season 3? Winky face. I don't know. Maybe. Hopefully. I don't know what's gonna happen in season 3. Don't tell me. Don't. I shouldn't have said that. But still, you know what I mean. I don't know. I'm kind of scared now. Are you prepared for season 3? I don't know what that means. It makes me feel scared now. Some big stuff is gonna happen. I think. Or it's just like, hey, are you ready to watch it? And I'll be like, oh, maybe. Charlie Graham, I think. Are there any characters you ship even though you know they would never get together in a million years? I guess when Cyrus first told Buffy that he had a crush on Jonah, I guess I kind of shipped Cyrus and Jonah a little bit, mainly because I don't know, because I thought it'd be cool to see, and I didn't think it would, and I definitely knew it wasn't gonna happen. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Jonah and Andy are gonna end up together in the end. But yeah, I think that would have been cool to see. But now that his crush is gone, and so I don't think that's gonna happen ever again. I don't know. I guess that's the only one, and I don't even really ship that anymore. So yeah. Who do I think TJ look back at, and what is your proof? I already answered that. More. Who did TJ look back at? Seriously, this question was asked so many times. Oh, Ms. ZSB asked once again, do you think it'll ever work out between Bex and Bowie? I hope so. I think so. I feel like we had them apart, and now it's time to see them together. I definitely feel like it's gonna work out. I hope so. If not, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh shit, there's a lot. Sarah C. What are your favorite storylines from the season and why? I kind of already answered that. What are your thoughts and opinions on TJ's character development this season? I kind of already answered that, but I'll go more into it. I definitely feel like he's grown a lot, and he's definitely changing for the better. And yeah, I hope we see more of that. I talked more about that earlier, so I'm not going to go too into that. Were there any scenes that resonate with you, particularly in season 2? Already answered that. Are there any storylines in particular you're hoping will resurface or continue in season 3? I did kind of talk about this. I guess another one I hope will happen is Marty comes back and him and Buffy might start something, maybe. That's the only one I kind of talked about it a little bit earlier, but that's the one I didn't really talk about. Is what I hope happens. So yeah, hopefully that happens. I don't think it will though. I'm pretty sure we won't see Marty again, but I hope we will. Elena Yanez favorite episode in the season. Well, favorite season is season 2. I guess I'll go with the Bar Mitzvah episode. I think that was a really good episode. It showed a lot. It introduced Walker and Jonah's panic attacks. It introduced a lot of new things moving forward. So yeah, I'll go with Bar Mitzvah episode. Elena Yanez also asked, do you think Damari will come back? Like I said, I hope, but I don't think so. More who did TJ look back? Yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of people ask this. What is your favorite Beck scene so far? Says back Mac. What? I can't talk. Says Beck's Mac scenes. What is your favorite Beck scene so far? Honestly, like I said, her and Cece doing Dance Revolution was great. Um, she also just has these random one-liners that are great and just hilarious. So any of those, you'll see. I just start dying laughing like half the things she says. And so yeah, any of those. Super fangirl. Why? Who do you think is the character with most development and why? And what are your highlights of the season? So most character development and why. I talked about TJ a bit, so I'm not going to talk about him. But another one is Amber. I definitely feel like she started to be better this season, and then she left Annie on top of a Ferris wheel. But besides that, she did go to therapy, and she did therapy, and Cyrus is helping her try to be a better person. And so it shows that she definitely wants to change, and if she does, and she actually tries and works hard to do so, then I definitely feel like seeing more of that would be very good for her. And I would like to see a nicer Amber in season 3. So maybe we'll see that. And what are your highlights of the season? Highlights of the season. Highlights of the season. I kind of already talked a lot about that. Like any scene I brought up earlier, I guess is a highlight. Yeah. So I think that was it. If I missed a question, I'm sorry. I did. I guess I didn't see it. Yeah. So those are all the stuff that we will be talking about in this overview, and this is now over. And I will go start season 3. Actually, what time is it? Oh, it's actually noon. I actually still have a couple hours before people come home. I might actually start watching it now. So I'm going to do that. So yeah, that's it.